Hey guys. Okay, I'm trying to. Oh, good, I can see the chat. That's awesome. Alright, I thought I could do this without sound for whatever reason, but that is not the case. So, I don't know if you remember this guy. He just has a base coat of bark brown, I think, on him. But he's too shiny, obviously. So we're going to dull him up with some matte colors. I'm using the Army Painter. I've got leather brown and oak brown, and also some golden color of, what is this called? Fawn. And then I've got these colors for like a moss, like these colors I'm working. For like his beard, I'm going to do mossy. I should probably do his eyes first, actually. So, let's see. Let's go into, let me grab some parchment, red. So, color. Black. Okay. So let me just, I had just put some, I'll just work out of the lid. It's fine. I think it's fine. Let me just check. Okay, so I'm trying to keep him in, these lines are just for me. I was just gonna use the whole thing as his eye, but I think I will give him some background. So it's not quite white, it's parchment. So it kind of has like an aged white to it, or a tinge to it. Okay. And yay, I have water now. I was like, how am I gonna paint with no water? Okay. We're gonna give him red eyes. I thought of doing a different color, but he's kind of, you know, y'all disturbed him from his slumber. Now you gotta pay. You got to, what's the word? Roll initiative. That's the term, I mean. Okay. Get some pupils. Okay, I just want to do any touch up. Okay. I'm going to do touch up around his eye with more brown. I'm going to switch to a different, more rounder brush. This is like a little too fine, a little too micro. Come here. all afraid. They're afraid. Are you getting in there? Kind of has a derp look. Oh, jeez. Kind of a little derpy. That's better. What I normally do, you can almost tell the difference between my baddies and my, I would say, races that you could probably talk out of fighting. And that all has to do with what kind of shine is on their pupil. Almost like how you can tell the difference between snakes. So if it has a yellow shine, good luck with that. But if it has a white shine, it could be an ally. It might be an ally, you never know. Okay. Hold on to these because I don't know if I'm going to start another one. I think we have our hands full with this. Treant. Okay, let's see. Going with some. I haven't really used these war paints. I got a bunch of them from the Gnomish Bazaar back in January. They have kind of a matte wash almost. So I don't know how well this is going to transfer what I need it to do. Let's see. The excess out. I just want to basically be dry brushing a bunch of different shades of brown to try and offset the undercoat. See how this works out. So it's like the same color, but a different finish. I guess if you like, is it ASMR? Bristle noises? So I think this paint can be used for airbrushes as well. I don't typically airbrush anything. Only because I don't have complete control over my hands. I have to concentrate a lot just to hold my brush in my right hand, so. I was in an accident years ago and suffered a lot nerve compression on my right side. So things on my right side are a little iffy. I've ruined like all my favorite mugs, basically. Not being able to hold on to things. Actually, when I'm working on, not this size, but when I'm working on smaller figures, you'll see something that the guys over at Goblin Clan Miniatures made for me. That's been awesome. Basically, we'll hold the figure. I could probably use it on this, but I don't want to. I've already painted the base. Normally, I wouldn't have painted it so early, but this was taking so long to dry that I went ahead and did it. It's crazy how much this feels like twigs up here, like up here. And I just grab a little more because I kind of ran out. And with this stuff, a little bit goes a long way because I did like most of the Treant with just one squirt on my palette. Okay, all right, okay. I mean, you can see the color. I got some on my finger. Where is it? I've been like getting it on my hand. It's like a deep, like a dark. It's basically the same color. It's just a different. It's not a satin finish. It doesn't have the sealer in it. I'm kind of having to fix what I did the last time because I picked up the wrong brown. I picked up a satin finish. I don't know what, doesn't say what finish this is. Just pigment. It just says acrylic. Yeah, doesn't say. I assume it's matte. Just because they have sealant separately. But I can see where I've hit because you can start to see it's almost like a dull finish compared to the super shine that it was. Kind of has like almost a pearlish kind of a finish to it compared to what it started out as. I think I didn't do this part. Okay, alright, just gonna do around his face a little more. Alright, so now I'm going to just go into my liner brush, just do around his eyeballs with this brown so that he doesn't have like weird white. Come on, brown. Come on. The only thing I don't like about this paint is it's so translucent. So like trying to go over that white is not happening. So let me grab my dark brown. Because that will definitely go over it. Okay, there you go. He's got a face. Really should get a ring light. I'm using spots. It's just not the best. Not the best. It's like an amber color. I have white lights at work, but they're at work for a reason. Because they make work easier. Okay. Just going to grab. You know what? I'm gonna grab some golden thicket green. Because the darkest of the war paint is not really as dark as I would like it to be. These are just ground colors, base colors that I'm doing right now, just so that I remember to do these green later after I've hit this with a ton of different shades of brown. And it's actually, the sculpture is, this is like supposed to be bark or something, but I'm gonna make him more of a, like a moss. Because he does have some moisture because he has toadstools growing on him. Okay, I kind of wish his arms didn't come pre-installed. So this is a Wizards, I think, miniature. Wizards of the Coast. I do have a few of theirs, but for the most part, mine are artisan ones, or do have a few Pathfinder ones. So a lot of Reaper, which I would put the Reaper in artisan ones as well, because most of them have been done by artisans, and their descriptions reflect that. A lot of them were like made by some dude with a 3D printer so, that sells on eBay or Etsy, which is great because you can kind of get them to do a little bit custom different changes, like to what you need them to be. And you can kind of get different sizes to fit in with whatever scale you need. So, and they don't come in packages or anything like that. You know, they just, I get a more, a little dark. See if I can get another spot here. There, it's pretty dark. I have to switch up to painting during my lunch break live stream. Okay. Alright. Just gonna kind of ignore the green for a bit. Ugh, I couldn't believe how expensive green acrylic paint is nowadays. It's kind of crazy. To replace, I'm almost out of my Thicket Green, and to get the replacement, I normally spend between $3 and $4 for the container pre-pandemic. Today it was $28. I was like, yeah, no. I don't think so. I didn't think I'll be buying that. Thank you though. It's like, I nothing but love for you, but I'm not paying $28 for the paint that I normally pay $4 for. Okay, so this is leather brown. That's super light. I wasn't expecting it to be that light. Maybe I should go in with my fawn before I hit it with this. Although it is pretty translucent still. I think I might go in with my fawn brown. It's weird because the fawn brown does not look as, I mean, it looks even lighter, but that came out super light. Got green on my brush. That's not good. Oh, that looks gnarly right there. The dry brush. Super happy. I'll hit it with some golden ochre too, just to make it a little bit more golden rather than. I don't know if you can see you know, like not painted. It's difficult. It's so dark. Why is it so freaking dark? Literally got 2 spotlights on this sucker. Let's see. Like, if you could see, like, it's crazy. I've got, like, let me see if I can, yeah. Nope. I think it's just because it's so dark out. Maybe if I close my blind. Seriously, you guys. Does that control the light a little bit better? A little bit better. It's not so shadowy. Okay, that got a little messed up. Can fix it. Let's see. Back in with the brown. I had to kind of laugh. This is the, or chuckle. This is the so-called micro brush that came with the war paint. I'm like, that's not a micro brush. I mean, it might technically be one, but it's got more bristles on it than like probably all my micro brushes put together. It's like meh or meh. This is a micro liner. Got like all my micros are pretty spent. Here's I mean, this is just a 00. This isn't even considered a micro brush, and it's so much smaller. This one is the 00. That's kind of funny. It's like, is it though? I like the handle though. The handle's nice. It's like got a better grip. It's it's got an angled thing. But here I am using it, so it's definitely still worthy. Barky. but just dipping it in, but then wiping off excess so that it's just a dry application. It's having like some spider-like tendencies with these arms. Having spider flashbacks of painting spiders. Definitely want to hit it with some golden ochre though, because this is a little too two-dimensional. I need it to be like, have a little like a golden color. It's a little too grapevine. You know, still want it to be Treant. And I do have dark, super dark, down in these little knots. Oh, dang. Why do I keep hitting green? Freaking green. He's like, I want to be green now. Just let it happen. No. Don't you care if you want to be green now? I'm more careful going down here because I don't want it to get onto my base. This is just a stiff, what is this? It's a 4. It's a number 4 flat brush, but it's like super stiff. So what it does is it just drops paint on like the ridges and doesn't fill in. I mean, eventually, if I did it this way, it would fill in, but if I go against the grain, if you will, it will just drop paint on the ridges. Okay. Looking good. The top of his head here. His crown. I just raked right across the green and nothing got on my brush. It must have been a green deposit down there. I'm just using whatever's left on my brush just to hit any spot. Dude, you look great. Alright. Okay, so just on... So now I'm questioning... Okay, so I'm going to grab golden ochre. Not quite sure about this. This may be a nope, but let me grab. See if I can mute it a little bit because it's very yellow. Just grab some brown. Let's see. It'll be okay. So it's just a golden ochre and some real brown. Darken it up a little. Kind of just take the yellow out of it. Not sure. I mean, it could be like a sunlight. Treant, you're a handful. It's maybe not a full coverage, but definitely dropping in some golden ochre colors here and there. Don't want him to come out yellow. It's my... I do want to highlight things though. Okay, so now I've got kind of a caramel shade. Oh, that's better. Don't want it to be dominant. Just like using whatever's on the brush. Oh, that looks good. Look at you, man. You're looking scary. A little bit scary. A little bit. Especially since I tend to play tiny characters. Pixies, goblins, tiny or small. Gnomes, halflings. Actually, I don't know that I've been a halfling. Actually, my last dude that I played was a mammoth race. Monk. Elemental monk. Level 10. Died horribly. Horribly died. Okay, I don't know about this angel green. It's too vibrant. It's a little too... that looks like the same color. That's weird. Use that as a highlight. Alright, I'm going to go into my golden colors because I'm not at all impressed. I was like, I should get all new paint just for models, you know? And I was like, Googled #1. And Army Painters War Paints came up. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll get like a whole rainbow of colors. So far I've used oak brown. That's the only color on this whole Treant that I have used. Oh my god, that's bad. Okay, so I've got a mixture of golden crisp green paint and also the war paint, angel green. Using them as tints now because the golden was just a little too vibrant. I don't like it. Looks almost like regal. Regal as far as Treants can go, I guess. I kind of make myself crazy getting into the nooks and crannies, but anything that shows, it's getting hit. Oh, it's still wet back there. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. So I really like the hollow top brushes. Got a 10-piece set of these. They're great also if you are wanting to get a gift for someone, because they come in like a really nice gift box and they're all individually wrapped like this. So and they all come with bristle holders to keep your bristles straight. These little things that, like, once you clean your brush you can put it back on, and it keeps your bristles from fraying, drying out. So if you're looking for a nice gift idea for an artist that works in smaller things, not necessarily like tabletop RPGs, I do dollhouse miniatures. Great for that too. And so I'm gonna grab anything finer. I mean, they do have larger brushes in the group. Like, this is a larger. Oh, this is what number is this? I think I scraped it off because it's a number 2 round brush. So they have in the 110-piece set, they've got I think this is the largest. What's this? A number 7 round brush, all the way down to micro sizes. So if you know someone who just like does craft painting but like wants more control, totally work for them. The only thing it doesn't have is flat brushes. It has liners, anything round, liners. And so if they're looking to like double load brushes and do that kind of application, there's no flat brushes in the pack. So I'm just gonna put some highlights. This is straight from the bottle, Fern Green by Golden. Golden acrylics. I mean, I do get when, things are sold out, but I get them from other sources. I've had to source other things through the pandemic, wherever I can find things. But most of my good stuff comes from dickblick.com. Cool. Man, you look awesome, dude. I can't wait to use you in a game. It's like when they start to take on personalities, you know. Like, I should grab my... I got from Thrill Studios out in California. Beholders. Well, I got a beholder, and he came broken. So it was like an insured box or whatever. So like they sent me a replacement. And I painted, you know, the one as nature intended it to be. Because I was like, hey guys, I think I'm assembling this wrong. And they're like, it doesn't require assembly. I'm like, hey guys, my beholder's in 11 pieces. They were very cool. They helped me out, they hooked me up. And I can tell it, and I went ahead and painted the broken one. Like, I glued all his little stalks back on, but he couldn't be, the base was just unsalvageable. So now he's a floater. So he's a full floating beholder. I'm gonna do a couple of beholders. I have a couple of beholders in my pile. So there will definitely be beholders to behold. Okay. That was a bit much. Okay. So then we want parchment white. Alright, so I don't think if you notice, he's got some toadstools along the... I did put a base coat of crimson to remind me that it was there. So I'm gonna just grab some burgundy. Let's switch over to the liner brush. No, it's not quite what I need it to be. And here we go. Another holotap. I used to get the Princeton Select Petites and also the Artist Loft. I still have a couple of them that you'll see me grab. That's these. The red is the Artist Loft and this is Princeton Petite. Because they're a little easier for me to hold on to, but they don't last. They tend to get frayed pretty quickly, especially when you're dry brushing a lot. So if you're doing a lot of dry brushing, I don't recommend them. If you're doing a lot of fine lined things, then you just want like kind of a thicker handle. It's they're good. They're only a couple dollars. You can usually buy them in a craft store too. like a Hobby Lobby or a Michael's, if that is anywhere near you. But I did get these at Amazon, the holotaps, and I have not needed to replace them yet. And I've had them for a couple of years now. Since like 2018 or 19, 2018, I think. So. They might actually have flat brushes in a different set. I just always get the micro set. Like I always just, that's the one I use, is the micro set. So this is a nice break from simming. So I hope this will be a every Thursday. Definitely going to look for a spotlight though. That's not amber. Like more of a bright light. Probably just get a ring light. Otherwise I gotta paint during the day, so I gotta wait for a day off to do that. Let's see. I thought maybe I would have like a super long live stream in August when I take my week off of work. Just good. So like my friend had posted something on Facebook, and it was like, you know, what are you going to, like, did you get something to focus on during Lent? So, you know, like, so that you can just like focus on the one thing and do a little each day until it's accomplished. And so I was like, yeah. I got about 20 RPG miniatures, or like a dozen RPG miniatures, and I thought, no, 20, yeah, RPG miniatures, and I thought, you know, I'll spend 2 days on each one, and by the end of Lent, I'll have finished them all. This is my first one. And I have more than 20 now. So apparently I took into shopping for RPG miniatures for Lent. Which made her laugh, so it fulfilled its purpose of posting. I was like, well, kinda. I mean, it'd be great if they were all done by Easter. That would be awesome. So now I'm into cardinal red. Just a little bit. I'm just putting it underneath where the cap meets the base. It's a nice little line right here. Okay. So now I'm gonna grab some cherry. I'm kind of doing like a circle on the top, like against the tree and on the tip. This is not a dry brush, this is a very wet brush. Just on the top though, nothing on the side. Okay. I do want to hit it with a little bit of orange, but my oranges are not great. And I always forget which one is the one that's okay. And I think it's this one. I might just chuck all my other oranges. So I kind of did the, I don't remember which brown it is at this point. Mixed orange into it. Just want to hit it on the side. Kind of where it meets the tree. To highlight that. Okay. Then put some of these away. Okay. I'm going to go into, I don't know, this might be folly, but I'm going to go into my parchment white, which is kind of an almond color. Not quite white, more of an almond. And I kind of want to just put like little dots Not so much Smurf Village, but spore looking. Just on the top here. And the reason why I want to do this is because I actually have another creature in my campaign world. Another baddie, if you will, in my campaign world that has this kind of look to it. So, like, as I'm painting this, I'm thinking, okay, so you take out the Treant and maybe take a short rest afterwards. You know, roll a perception check, or your passive perception is what? The cat thief spiders emerge off of the Treant. I'm currently working on my menagerie book. Originally I was going to wait, and the menagerie was going to be part of the next book, but it's kind of becoming like I don't want the larger tome to be like out of most people's price range. So I'm going to separate them. And the menagerie will be a separate book. But everything's all written, just doing the art and typing out all the stats. If you're wondering, yes, I rolled every single stat for every creature in my world. From tiny to swarms to gargantuan. It's not going to include, now these are just going to be it's going to be like a creature compendium. Creature and fish and things like that. Swarms and such. It's not going to include demons and shadows and all the somewhat almost races, but just more baddies that you can. Okay. Are you done, dude? That can't be right. Alright, I just want to go over his knots. I'm going to grab real brown, which is super dark. It's like an umber, super dark. And just wherever I see a knot, I'm going to just drop it in there. Because it did get lightened up a bit when I did the dry brushing. So I just want to make sure that Dude, you look great. That one, your eye's a little wonky over here. Hold on. Okay, do you want to darken the inside of his mouth? I don't want to introduce like redness though, because he is still supposed to be all barking. So I don't know if we can. It's so dark. Why are you so dark? I will definitely take pictures with my super nice camera. Not my digital camera. I mean, it's digital, but it's a photographer camera. Okay, just. Let me see if I can grab just a torch and see if I can highlight him a little bit better. I used to have like a down spot. What the heck I did with it though. Let me grab a torch and see what I can do. This is my man. This is more of an LED style torch. It's really not giving me anything. Alright. Okay. So he's got his rock. Do I want to put the rock in his hand? Kind of do. Do I want to make it permanent though? Part of me does. Let's see. Try and don't stick to me. My rock came out great. Look at that rock. It's like the best rock ever. Okay. Alright, my man. Dripping. Dang it. Interesting, the base is not as big as the base of the creature that it came with. To finagle it a little. Treant. And he's flying off his base. Of course. Let me just grab. I'll just use some cleanser to get that off. So it swiped a little because it fell off swiped off the base while the glue was setting up. So I just have model version of Crazy Glue. Actually, what is it called? Quick. It's like a micro container of quick grab. Quick grab glue for miniatures. It's designed for dollhouse miniatures, but should be fine. So I'll take a nice picture of him and post it on the video. Hopefully get a better spotlight by next Thursday, because these aren't doing it. It's like they're creating too much shadow. I don't know. Like it's trying to focus. And that's good. I'm happy. He's a handsome man. Just use a little acetone-free cleanser right there. Get the excess glue off. And thanks for keeping me company while I paint this guy. He looks very different than when he looked at the beginning of the video. It's night and day. I will definitely post a pic when I take a picture of it. And stick around 10 p.m. for tabletop RPG show, my favorite show, Critical Role. And I mean, of course, I love my own live streams, but like, I love them. I love you all. I've been watching it since 2017, I think. 2016, 17? Since episode 9. And I've watched season 1 like all the way through at least twice. At least 3 times. 3 times. We actually just finished watching through the whole thing, and we're watching season 2 again. I watched it live. This is my first time seeing like reruns of season 2. I missed a lot. Like either like I missed things or I totally forgot of things. But I'm on the Uthadern episode. That's the one, which is a live show actually. Like in front of, on stage. So, but thanks so much for watching, and I will be back for lunch break live stream tomorrow at noonish, and then tomorrow night I'm going to hopefully finish the scenario, that freaking unlucky chef scenario that won't die, and also do the extraterrestrial scenario with the scientist career. I will do both because I don't have lunch break live stream. I get to go in late on Saturday, so I get to sleep in on Saturday, so I can stay up a little later tomorrow night. Let's see. Yeah, and Structural Sunday on Sunday. So, like, back to regular programming. Next week, I'll be back with the Wicked West next week. And taking it up a notch with Elphaba West. you know, she's going to really embrace the wicked. And we're going to wreak havoc upon the realm of magic and all the good things. All those fun, mischievous, because she is a mean, evil character. So we gotta start playing her as such. But and yes, I will try to remember to have her do karaoke at the end of every episode. I don't know why I keep forgetting. I thought maybe at the end of the series, I'll have her do a concert and go through, you know, go to like one of the lounges and in City Living in San Myshuno and just sing all the songs that are available on the karaoke machine. And she'll do like a concert on Twitch. So maybe we'll do that. It sounds like a fun time. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.